Welcome to this short video where I'm going to be discussing with you the Power Up Endo method. This is the introduction to the Power Up Endo method. In one of the worlds later on in the course, we're going to be doing a deep dive into the Power Up Endo method, but this is the beginning and the introduction to this framework. Now, this framework is how I'm presenting endodontic procedures to you in terms of each step that you're going to want to follow, and it's how I want you to think about endodontics every single time you perform an endo case. It's going to take you through step by step. It's your roadmap, if you will, so that you never feel overwhelmed with all the various steps. You have the end in mind, and you can systematically follow the framework that I've laid out for you so that you can perform routine endodontics in your general practice and become a super GP. All right, so this is you. Actually, this is me, but for the purpose of this course, this is you. And this is your patient that's coming to you with pain that you need to manage via endodontic treatment. All right, so we're going to go through it. So this is the roadmap that we're going to be following and using as the guide for all the endodontic procedures that we perform in this training program and hopefully in your practice. And there you have our friend, the little super GP, and we're going to be progressing through this roadmap throughout the course. And the first step in the Power Up Endo method is administering bulletproof anesthesia. All right, I'm going to show you exactly how to get your patient anesthetized predictably, successfully, and in a very profound manner so that you have no hiccups as you perform your endodontic treatment. Then your next step is going to be placement of an airtight rubber dam. I'm going to show you exactly what clamps I want you to use. I'm going to show you exactly how I want you to place your rubber dam, some augmenting or adjuncts that you can use in order to achieve airtight rubber dam isolation. I'm going to go through all that with you. And then next, you got to do your caries control, okay? You don't want any caries in the case as you're performing your endo treatment. So caries control, you have to do it. You don't want to leave any caries behind when you're doing endodontic treatment. And then we're getting into the access preparation. And the access preparation is truly the key to the endodontic procedure. It unlocks all the future steps, and it's absolutely fundamental that you perform an adequate, successful, and high quality access preparation. So once your access preparation is complete, you're going to proceed to canal identification. So obviously all the canals need to be treated when you perform endodontic treatment, and I'm going to show you how I want you to go about searching for, locating, and opening up, at least initially, those canal orifice. And then once we do that, we're going to work on our working length determination and our glide path preparation. All right, I'm going to show you exactly which kinds of files to use. I'm going to show you how to use your electronic apex locator, and we're going to go through all that step by step. And then you're going to get into the instrumentation phase of the treatment, and I'm going to show you, like I said, which kind of hand files to use, and also I'm going to show you my recommended rotary files and rotary system that I use, and I'm going to also later on in the course discuss all the various rotary systems that you may want to choose from when selecting what your go-to system is. And once your instrumentation is complete, then we're going to get into our disinfection. So I'm going to show you exactly which irrigants you're going to want to use in order to properly disinfect your root canal system that you're treating so that your patient has a successful and positive outcome. And then once the disinfection is complete, we're going to get into the obturation. All right, so I'm going to show you my recommended form of obturation. It's super easy to do. It's very predictable, and I do it every day, in my practice. And then finally, once our obturation is complete, we're going to proceed to the restorative phase of the procedure, and we'll discuss whether or not you want to place your definitive restoration or temporization. We'll get through all that. And there you have it. Then you're going to be finished with your endodontic procedures. You're going to be jumping up and down with joy that it's all done. Your patient's going to ultimately be receiving a crown. She's going to have a big smile on her face. She's going to tell you that you're the best dentist. She's going to leave you a stellar online review, and she's going to refer all her friends and family to your practice. All right, so this is the framework that we're going to be using as our roadmap, and that's what's going to give you the confidence to do this on a regular basis in your practice. And on the bottom, this represents all the case demonstrations that I'm going to go through with you all throughout the course. So we're going to start with our upper anterior, then we're going to get into our lower single-rooted premolar case demonstration, and then we're going to proceed to our upper two-rooted premolar live case demonstration. Then we'll move on to a lower molar live case demo. And then we're going to get into a 2-visit lower molar live case demo. I'm going to discuss, some of the factors that you'll want to think about on whether you want to treat your endo cases or a specific case in a single visit versus breaking it up into 2 visits. So I'm going to discuss that in the live case demos, and I'm also going to cover this as one of the bonus modules. And then we're going to do a live case demo on a crown prepared lower molar. This is very common. You'll probably find that there are cases all the time where you're performing your prep and temp procedures, and you determine at that time that the patient either needs endo on the spot, or they have symptoms following their temporization in the days after, and then you determine that endodontic treatment is indicated. So I want to show you a case on a crown prepared lower molar. And then we're going to proceed to our upper molar without an MB2. It's an upper second molar that I've selected for you. And then finally, our big bad upper molar with an MB2. I'm going to show you how I go about searching for MB2 and how I'd recommend you do that as well if you choose to treat upper molars. Once we've done that, in the bonus stack, I have a bonus live case demo that is basically all about relieving endodontic pain on a time crunch. So that patient who has symptomatic irreversible pulpitis with potentially symptomatic apical periodontitis, usually, and they're in so much pain, but you don't have a lot of time. You might only have 5 or 10 minutes to do something to get them out of pain. I'm going to show you exactly how to manage that scenario and get them comfortable so that you can schedule them for an appointment with enough time to perform complete endo treatment, and they're going to love you for this, okay? Because they're going to be shocked at how fast you're able to get them out of pain and get them limped along to their next appointment. All right, there you have it. This is the introduction to the Power Up Endo method. Like I mentioned, we're going to do a deep dive into this whole framework in world number 3, but I wanted to give you a little introduction, especially as we are progressing into the live case demonstrations. You'll hit that really, really, really soon, and I wanted you to have a good idea as to what to expect. All right, so I will see you in the next lesson and in the first live case demonstration. Bye now.